All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chahakodash, Shalom. To the hopeful elect, 144,000. Shalom, Barakatham. And I want to speak a little bit about the coming persecution. I was going to title this something along the lines of it's going to start with our own people. All right. And the inspiration for that lesson is the news that's coming out of the UK about the demonization of men. All right. And they're angling their way because they can't just come out and say, you know, black men. All right. Or they're not going to come out right away and say, you know, Hebrew Israelites right away. All right. They have to paint a narrative, just like they painted a narrative with the Muslims during, you know, September in 2001. Okay, they were able to paint them as a certain category. So when they invoke that words like radical, which is going around on the internet now, all right, then that invokes a certain emotion out of people. People get angry at you. They get afraid of you. They feel like it's okay to go into that man's house and search his place, you know, because of how Esau was able to categorize you. Now this is written in the book of Revelation, all right, about the accuser of our brethren, okay, that's going to be cast down. And the accuser goes into the word category, all right, which is the Greek categoreo, I believe, all right, which, brothers, y'all should be into those words, man. Look up words when you're just reading the scriptures, all right, because a lot of these words are what you call cognates in English, all right. This thing to quit shaking. It goes into categorizing things. That's why Esau has all of these damn lists. That's why no matter how tiny or different an insect might be, he's got a name for it. All right, because this is what he does. He wants to put his stamp on everything. He wants to rename everything. That's why all the lands have different names and different borders. All right, that's why he's got a name for every star in the heaven. All right, even to the point where the star will just have a number by it, you know, because he can't create enough names for it. But he's got to put his stamp on everything, man. All right, and he's gonna stamp you and label you certain things, and we're seeing that over in the UK. They're saying if you're online with and things in the category of misogyny, then you can put on a T list. All right. That means Homeland Security and various other agencies will have the ability, they already have the ability, and they're likely already doing it anyway, but they will have the legal standing to do it. They'll be justified in the court of law, and they're getting it to the point where they want to be justified in the court of public opinion. They want people to be against you when they utter certain words. And this is the witchcraft that Amalek did with the anti-S. All right, he turned that word into something that everybody's scared of being called that word. Everybody's scared of being called this. All right, he did the same thing with the word radical. Okay, he did the same thing with the word errorist. All right, but he's all of those things, man. He's the real terror of the earth, man. All right, but they're gonna categorize us pretty soon, and they're gonna have a lot of help from guess what? From guess who? Your fellow Hebrew Israelite, man. They're going to be the ones flipping like pancakes, man. All right, we can already tell a lot of these groups, y'all already took a bag already. They start going off on breakdowns and spewing nonsense and calling on Jesus Christ. All right, so we already know when this persecution really comes to a head, when they start really looking for somebody to blame. All right, we know you niggas are going to help them, man. And this is why the scriptures say that the judgment must begin at the house of Israel. All right, and then they're gonna get down to where they're talking to your family, and your family ain't gonna be with you. All right, so pretty soon you're not gonna be able to sit on the fence. This is why we tell you there's no point in sitting on your hands and tarrying, man. You might as well get active now. All right. Because at the end of the day, Esau is gonna be able to get you from your search history, man. You've been watching videos, and you've just been watching, and you ain't said nothing. Guess Esau already got you marked, man. He can hear all the conversations, text messages, all right? He's got everything, man. It ain't no hiding from this devil, okay? And we don't need to hide, man. All right? They gonna make up things and try to slander us, or they're gonna try to get the public opinion to think of something righteous as something evil, so they turn against you. All right? Like, it ain't nothing wrong with having the opinion of a man on man is wrong, right? But in this society, everybody's programmed to demonize you for that, for thinking that way, for going along with the Bible. All right. And this place has a strong spirit of hypocrisy on it, and a strong spirit of confusion on it. All right. So when the coming trouble comes, we're not gonna be able to be on these platforms, man. We're gonna have to get busy, man. All right. All right. We're gonna have to get up on down the street, and we're gonna have to rest and wait on the Lord, man. All right. We're gonna have to wait on the Lord to do what he promised that he was going to do, which is lift up that standard. All right. And you niggas, a lot of you so-called Hebrew Israelites, but you are Hebrew Israelites, but you call yourself being in the faith. All right. A lot of you, we're going to need a standard because of you niggas, man. You know, Esau is going to be justified in coming in with violence and weaponry, or getting you fired from your job, or whatever the case may be. He's going to be justified in that, in the court of public opinion, and legally he's going to be justified in doing it. Because see, there is no higher power here, man. There's only Satanism. They don't have any sense of objective morality. If they think something is right one day, they'll make it legal. If they think it's wrong the next day, they'll make it illegal. See, the law doesn't do that in the Bible. All right, we don't say it's at one point in time it's cool to murder. Now it's not. Now it's not cool to murder. At one point, adultery was wrong. Now it's cool. See, in America, adultery is cool now. Ain't no consequences for adultery. You get encouraged for it. So this is the fickle and confusing and hypocritical nature of America and this place that we live in. All right. And it's only men are gonna be able to pass this test. If you're weak, all right, if you're soft, if you're overly connected to your mother, all right, you don't have a strong relationship, you don't have a strong sense of self-worth, all right, self-respect, all right. If you don't have a backbone, you can't stand up against something wicked, then guess what? You're gonna be caught up in the rest of it, man. That sitting on your hands ain't gonna be good enough. And Esau's about to prove that to y'all. All right? He don't care. You're gonna either be with his program or he's gonna kick you out of the system at large. Okay? When the Charagma gets implemented and all of these foods and the markets crash and you have to rely on his system, all right, you're gonna have to be with him. You can't be sitting on the fence. All right? You're gonna have to make a conscious decision to take that Charagma. All right? And if you're not, you're gonna be ousted out of society. And the only other way out is if you were with the Most High's program. Because see, the Most High is the same way. You either with him or you against him. All right? And you ain't gonna be able to just come after the fact. You're gonna have to do it now. You have to make the investment now, man. All right? So you're gonna be caught between a rock and a hard place, thinking you can just straddle the fence. That ain't the case, man. All right. World War III could pop off at any moment now, and so it's time to start thinking along those lines, man. Meditate about what's getting ready to happen. All right. Think about what it's like living in a famine. Okay. Think about living in where you're hearing bombs and bullets flying over you. All right. And we don't care how dark it is or how heavy it is. Look, we're here to warn, man. All right. Destruction is on the way. And if you don't repent, the Most High is going to destroy you. So with that, I'll end it there. Low wilderness is edifying. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Bahashim Rachah. Da Shalom. Kwam Yasharal.